Well, hey there, friends. So today we're going to talk 5 tips that you can do today to generate website traffic fast with SEO-friendly blogs. Because I know sometimes one of the frustrating factors with SEO is it really is the crock pot of marketing. Like, it takes a while sometimes to see the big results that we want. Now, granted, there's a lot of things that we can do to kind of expedite those results or, to get more bang for our buck that I teach all over this podcast and in my course. But today I just want to give you 5 tips that you can do, like literally today. You could do this today to help generate some website traffic quickly with some SEO-friendly blogs. So bust out that pen and paper or the notes app on your phone if you're just super efficient like that. And listen in as I walk you through these simple tips. Hey there, fellow entrepreneur. Welcome to Simple SEO and Marketing with me, Faith Hannon. Do you want to grow your business with organic marketing and finally feel like you can understand SEO? Are you scouring the internet for how to get more website traffic, SEO for dummies, and how to market on Pinterest? Have you tried to grow your business with SEO and blogging only to get frustrated and quit because it's overwhelming and too time consuming? Been there. Hey, I'm Faith Hannon, Jesus lover, copywriter, blogger, wife, wrangler of tiny humans, and barrel racer. And let me tell you, I didn't have time to waste sorting through SEO and keyword strategies that either didn't work or were so over my head I couldn't understand them. I honestly thought that SEO and blogging only worked for people with a PhD in tech jargon and a whole team of employees, until I learned these secrets. Good SEO strategies don't have to be complicated, and creating and marketing great content doesn't have to take more than a couple hours a week total. So pop in those earbuds, slam some coffee, and let's grow your business with simple organic marketing and a healthy dose of biblical encouragement along the way. Okay, so story time. Y'all, I know that life is busy and that we all have a million things that we're trying to do, usually too many things at once. And this is how I know this, because welcome to Faith's world over here. So the other day, I was prepping for a call. It was a collaboration workshop deal that was a huge thing, something that I've worked quite a bit for, was very excited about, but it had just started downpouring, and it was supposed to be raining all day long. I had let my horses out onto the pasture in the morning without leaving their stall doors open so they can't get back in undercover. Normally not a thing. If y'all don't know horses, they're really fine in the rain. But I was in my precious little self, I was like, oh, I need to let the horses in so that they can get under shelter if they need to. I don't want them to be stuck out in the rain, blah, 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 blah. So here I am, still in my jammies because #life. And I have 30 minutes before I have to be camera ready for a video collab. And what do? Instead of getting ready and full on fixing my hair, what do? I put on a raincoat and I go out in the rain and I get soaked to let my horses into the barn. And wouldn't you know it, those goofy horses barely even acknowledged my existence, did not even pick up their heads. They just kept eating grass. They didn't give 2 hoots about getting back in the barn. But I tell you that story to, one, laugh at me. You can laugh at me, laugh with me. There's a lot of laughing going on. And 2, y'all, we're all busy. We all have things that we're trying to get done, probably too many things that we're trying to get done, raising my hand over here, too much stuff going on. But we also need to be seeing results from our efforts in our business. And I know from experience that sometimes taking a more search-friendly, long game friendly approach to your content in your business, it's going to work, but sometimes it's frustrating because you don't get the instant gratification like you do with social media and having, 45 likes and 22 comments, whatever that means for your bank account, right? So today I'm going to give you 5 things that you can do to generate more website traffic from SEO-friendly blogs. Now, first of all, disclaimer, if y'all are new here, I want you to know that your pal Faith over here is not a fan of blogging just to blog, like just sharing your life on the internet for kicks and giggles, or I'm not really big on like blogging for affiliate marketing purposes. Now, I know that I've seen the stories, I've read the articles, I've seen the quote income disclosure reports or whatever from people who they make tens or hundreds of $1,000s a month, blah, 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 because they get so much traffic and they get so much ad revenue and so much affiliate revenue, whatever. Like that's them. That's the way that they've built their business. And I'm not knocking that. I honestly have like a wild hair to go experiment with that just to say that I did, but I ain't got time for that right now. Anyway, but this blogging style is not that. I teach you how to blog strategically for your business to sell your own products, not so that you can depend on somebody else's ads and whether the ad that pops up and drives traffic to your or the ad that pops up and drives revenue is something you agree with or not, right? Like if you're promoting your products, it's something that you agree with. I'll get off that soapbox for now, but just know that the style of blogging that I teach is a little bit different than maybe some of the other blogging stuff that you have learned. So that's the disclaimer. All right. So 5 tips. Ready? Tip number 1, your topic must be a searched topic and at least a little bit on the rise or steady. Now, y'all know that I love Ubersuggest to do keyword research, okay? You have to have a keyword that is actually searched, not just one that you think is searched, to really see results in your website traffic, okay? And it needs to be something that is at least trending upwards slightly. So actually, one of my favorite tools for this is a tool called Headlines by CoSchedule. So what Headlines is, they have this thing called Headline Studio, and they help you craft an SEO-friendly headline. Now, I do not live and die by the headlines they suggest because ultimately, I believe that people are always going to be smarter than machines. Like you have a God-given smart brain for a reason. You should use it, but it is a great tool in your tool belt. And one of my favorite features on this is that they have a just really simple keyword trends section where you can type in your title, the keywords that you think might work for this, and it shows you whether that keyword is trending upward or downward. Now, oftentimes the data on the search, like the search volume of keywords, does not match between Headline Studio and Ubersuggest. I tend to go with Ubersuggest over Headline Studio just because I think it's a little more reliable and I think it's better overall, but it's a great tool in your tool belt. It's a tool that I use and my team uses, and I teach you how to use inside of my course. But your topic must be searched and it needs to be on the rise or at least steady, okay, for this method to work to generate traffic. Because if you're creating content around a dead topic that nobody's searching anymore, like it's a waste of everybody's time, right? Okay, number 2. And if I had to pick one tip for you to focus on, this would be this. I want you to go gangbusters with the lower search volume keywords, okay? Now, what does lower search volume mean? Well, it just depends on your business. I can't give a flat number because if you have 50,000 website views per month and a team of 25 people, like low for you is going to be a lot different than, basic or baby business owner Betty who is just getting started, right? So the size of a lower volume keyword depends on your business. Now, if I'm just giving a general number because you're like, Faith, give me some place to start, I would say start on search volumes under 500. And you're like, Faith, that's only 500 people searching for that. Yeah, but great. What if let's say half of them click on your blog because you have a killer title and you're on the first page. What if half of those 500 people click on your blog? And what if you convert at 1 to 3%? Like, that's still dollars in your pocket. That is still movement forward, and that's driving traffic and driving revenue to your business. Okay. And if you're somebody that's like, I don't even know where to get started with keywords, I have no idea what my SEO strategy needs to be, then book a call and you and I will book an SEO strategy call, and you and I will sit for an hour and we will figure out the best keywords for you. I will help you write your page titles and give you a list of keywords that you can create blogs around to get found. Now, number 3, ready for this one? This is actually a really fun one. Number 3 is to add an FAQ section at the bottom of your blog. For those of you who are new to the acronym world, mom, FAQ stands for frequently asked questions. Now, how can you do this strategically? What I want you to do is I want you to hop on over to Google. I want you to type in your topic, maybe in the keyword way or maybe phrase like a question. And I want you to pay attention to the people also ask little suggestions that come down. You don't need to click on those necessarily, but I just want you to see what other things people are asking as it relates to that topic. And then I want you to create FAQs around those topics. And hi, cheater alert / you should use it. Phrase those like people are searching them. Now, I have actually tried a couple of different plugins for the FAQ sections. One of them I just never really liked, never worked quite how it was supposed to. But Yoast, which is a free plugin if you have a WordPress hosted blog, which BT dubs, if you have Show It and a blog on Show It, like I love and recommend, then you can use Yoast for free and you can add in an FAQ section on the bottom of relevant blogs. You don't need to duplicate the same questions and answers across 900 blogs. Keep it relevant and keep it helpful. But I encourage people to do at least 3 questions if they're going to take the time to do an FAQ section. But what that can do is that can actually populate data on the search engine results page for Google because, you're answering questions that people are asking. Hey friend, I know you're trying to grow this business, but does it feel like it's not really going anywhere? Did you know that we can actually fix the back end of your business so that you have some great SEO? Did you know that we can repurpose your podcast or repurpose your blog and help you grow faster? Did you know that was even an option? If you're thinking, oh my goodness, Faith, that would be amazing, then head on over to faithhannon.com/coaching or click the link in the show notes. In just 1 hour of your time, we'll get you a marketing plan in a box with the exact keywords that you need to be going for, how and where to implement them, and at least 3 months of SEO-focused content planned out for you. Let's get your coaching call on the books right now and get your marketing strategy headed in the right direction. Spots are limited, so don't wait. And I cannot wait to help you finally get the breakthrough you've been waiting for and jumpstart your business dream back to life. Alrighty, and number 4 is I want you to revamp or update some of your older but still relevant content. So if you wrote something 5 years ago that is completely no longer relevant to, society or your business, like ain't nobody need to waste their time updating that, okay? I go into full-on depth in detail on how to revamp your content without taking a crap ton of time in episode 102. So if you have not listened to that episode and you're ready to revamp some content, which BT dubs, I think you should, go check out episode 102 for that. So because when you revamp your content and you actually do it in a way that provides more value, maybe is more keyword friendly, maybe is a little bit more SEO friendly, like you take the time to name your images, just little tweaks like that, you're capitalizing on something that's already getting traffic, and you're just helping that snowball, that SEO snowball, keep working in your favor. All right, and number 5, don't roll your eyes at me. Promise? Number 5 is this. Promote your content on your existing channels and to your existing audience. And I say this like sometimes forgetting to do this, okay? Because I know we can get so head down in creator mode and like leader mode for our business and just like doing the things and working and, doing, the hamster wheel almost of content creation that we forget to promote it. We are like, oh, I'm going to create. And then, oh, snap, we look up and we haven't sent our email list anything in a month, right? Like you have people on your email list, your social media, that are already bought in. They're already in your corner. Some of them are already really warm leads that want the information, that want the value that you can provide. And so if you will just like take 10 minutes, 5 minutes and promote that content to your existing audience, you're gonna see traffic increase. Now, depending on the type of your content, right, kind of will determine how well you can track the click-through rate. Like, for example, I always include the podcast link to my new podcast in my content roundup email. Great. But when I'm sitting there reading my email, like checking my emails from other people, I'm not in podcast listen mode, right? I'm in blog reading mode, which is great, but don't get your feelers hurt if your click-through rate on some of this stuff is maybe not as high as you wish it was, because maybe they're just not in the right place to listen to that podcast or watch that YouTube video. But maybe you touched on a nerve with that title, or they're like, oh man, when I have time later, I want to listen to that. And they'll come back and listen to that because 1, they know it exists. And 2, you've built that familiarity, know, like, and trust factor with your audience. Because as much as we wish our favorite clients were just sitting there refreshing our feed or refreshing our blog or refreshing our podcast every 5 minutes, the truth is they're not. Your mama is probably the only one that's sitting there refreshing your feed and seeing everything that you post across every channel, okay? So please don't feel like you're screwing up to have to promote something more than once or promote it to your existing audience. My pastor used to say that pride is the only thing that would keep him from repeating the same message again and again. And this is just a nice little nod to my content repurposing freebie here. But like, y'all, we are all so inundated with information that how many things have you read or listened to in the last 24 hours that you have no idea, looking back, what you actually read or listened to, right? Like, we all are so inundated with information that I think we need to understand that our audience is as well. And we're not trying to be more noise. We're not trying to bug people. But if you're truly creating helpful content and you're truly creating content to serve people, then reminding them that, hey, I have this to serve you when you're ready, it feels much more like a hug from a friend than the used car salesman saying, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. Okay, so little encouragement there. Please don't feel like you can't promote your stuff, or you can't reshare your stuff, or you can't talk about the same stuff again, because nobody except your mom is going to remember that you talked about that same topic 3 weeks ago, and nobody but your mom is sitting there refreshing your feed every 5 minutes to see what you're doing. So that's my little encouragement for you there at the end. But I hope that this episode encourages you and challenges you. I'm going to run back over these top 5 things again. Number 1, your topic must be searched and on the rise, or at least steady. 2, I want you to go gangbusters with creating blogs around lower search volume keywords. Number 3, I want you to add an FAQ section at the bottom of the blog. Number 4, revamp that older but still relevant content. And number 5, don't forget to promote your content to your existing audience and on your existing channel. So I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, and we will chat with you soon. Thank you so much for listening in today. Hopefully this episode gave you some really tangible tips for better SEO and marketing to get more leads and more sales from your website. If it did, can I ask you a quick favor? Would you please share this episode with a friend and then just take 10 seconds and go leave a written review on Apple Podcasts. That is the very best way to help more Jesus-loving entrepreneurs scale their businesses so that they can help more people with their gifts and make an even bigger impact for the kingdom of God. And guess what? We now have a Facebook community where we can learn, hang out, and laugh. Go join the Facebook group now. It's linked in the show notes. And all the other things, courses, coaching, and copywriting can be found at my website, faithhannon.com. Until next time, God bless, and I'll talk to you soon.